Do I have your permission to ask the source energy of all that is, the conscious and subconscious mind, and the divine within you, to change these beliefs in accordance with the highest and best alignment of your authentic self, your authentic purpose, and the divine truth that is guiding you on your true path? To create a new space in your being for core beliefs on all levels, neural pathways, and flexible mind, to facilitate an experience of flow in the area of art, creativity, and expression, for your highest and best with grace and ease, on all of your levels, this lifetime or any other, and all areas of your life, including the time and space needed for processing and integration. Do I have your permission? Say yes out loud if I do. Do I have your permission to ask the source energy of all that is, the conscious and subconscious mind, and the divine within you, to release any trauma, shock, guilt, grief, shame, pain, fear, anger, anxiety, stress, resentment, resistance, or any other charged emotion or memory, chemical, physical, mental, emotional, or otherwise, related to these beliefs, and replace it with the Creator's truth, peace, and understanding on all of your levels, all areas of your life, this lifetime or any other, for your highest and best with grace and ease. Do I have your permission? Say yes out loud if I do. I know the Creator's definition of play. I know what creative play is and how to create playfully. I'm allowed to play. It is safe for me to play. I know how to play. I understand the value of playfulness in my life. I know the Creator's definition of art for fun. I'm allowed to make art for fun. I'm allowed to make art for myself. I know how to allow inspiration to flow daily. I know what it feels like to be in the flow. I know what it is to be dedicated to my art. I have the Creator's understanding of being inspired to create. I know how to recognize when something needs to be created by me. I know how to convey my own experience through creativity. I know how to enrich my life with a creative practice. I know how to convey what I need to convey in any medium. I know how to use art as a tool, especially a tool for well-being in my life and the life of others. I'm free to create now. I know what it feels like to have unlimited inspiration available to me now. I know how to illuminate life through art. Becoming an artist is a success. I know how to bridge the distance between my inner vision and its expression with grace and ease. It is possible for me to express my inner vision faithfully in my art now. I have the Creator's understanding of the courage required to be an artist. I have the courage to be an artist. People recognize me as an artist. I find my own artistic style with grace and ease. I easily learn new methods and mediums for creating art. I am inspired by my own art. People love to purchase my art as gifts. My art can help support causes and charities. My art makes people take notice. My art is captivating. It's possible that my art can change the world. I can create art without fear. I can create art without stress. I can create art without anxiety. I can create art without despair. I can create art without depression. I can create art without judgment. I can create art without shame. I can create art without pressure. I can create art without pain. I can create art without starving. I can create art without sacrifice. I can create art without poverty. I can create art without guilt. I can create art without grief. I can create art without regret. I can create art without blocks. I can create art without fear of change. I can create art without living in the past. I can create art without doubt. I can create art without debt. I can create art without coveting. I can create art without trepidation. I can create art without being overwhelmed. I can support myself without negating or finding fault with my inspired ideas. I can create art without criticism. I can create art without self-criticism. I can create art without conflict. I can support other artists without negativity or criticism. I can create without competition. I can create without obstacles. I can receive support without feeling criticized. I can create without conflict. I can create without resistance. I can create without offending people. I can create without jealousy. I can create without lack. I can create without hiding. I can create without being a starving artist. I can create without difficulty. I can create art without apathy. I can create art without being abrasive. I can create without illness. I can create without discomfort. I can create without neglecting my body or my physical needs. I know how to create without feeding my addictions. I know how to create without doubting my abilities. I know how to create without doubt. I know how to create without doubting the value of my work. I know how to create without expecting to be attacked. I know how to create without expecting to be rejected. I know how to create without expecting to be imprisoned. I know how to create without expecting to remain unseen. I know how to create without financial stress. I know how to create without beating myself up. I know how to create without depriving myself of things I love. I know how to create without having to be alone. I know how to create without having to be in the perfect space. I know how to create without having to wait for the perfect moment. I know how to create without desperation. I know how to create without overindulging. I know how to create without excuses now. I know how to create without being afraid someone else could do it better. I know how to create without being afraid it has all been done before. I know how to create free from fear of being ridiculed. I know how to create without fear of critics. I can live my life without fear of art critics. I can live my life without fear of museum curators, gallery owners, or other artists. I can live my life without fear of art collectors. I can live my life without fear of blocks in my creativity. I can live my life without fear of losing motivation. I can live my life without fear of deadlines. I can live my life without fear of time. I can live my life without fear of irrelevance. I can live my life without fear of being ignored. I can accept the abundance the Creator has in store for me. I can always make time for art and creativity. I can find time every day to make art. I can find time every day to support my artistic expression. Art enriches my life. The art I create has the ability to enrich the lives of others. I can attain becoming a master artist. I can become a professional artist. I understand what it feels like to use my artistic abilities in the highest and best way. I know the Creator's definition of my artistic abilities. I know how to live my daily life utilizing my artistic abilities to the fullest. I know the Creator's perspective on my artistic abilities. I know it is possible to realize the full potential of my artistic abilities. I understand the Creator's definition of accomplishment. I understand what it feels like to accomplish my artistic goals in the highest and best way and in their own divine timing. I understand what it feels like to be the best artist I can be. I am confident in my artistic abilities. I can instill my art with healing properties. I know how to instill my art with emotions and experiences. I know how to create art that captures people's imaginations. I can make money doing what I love. I know what it feels like when my art is well received. It is possible to release the negative beliefs about art. These negative beliefs can be changed here and now and released. Art is not a real profession. Other people can be successful artists, but not me. It's wrong to charge money for my art. No one will want to buy my art. What I do is not really art. All artists are starving artists. No one expects an artist to earn money. Artists are only appreciated when they're dead. Artists are all addicted to drugs and alcohol. All artists are snobs. These collective beliefs, and any other collective beliefs about artists that shed a negative light or a negative interpretation of them, are welcome to be released and transmuted back to neutral energy now. Thank you. And thank you for shining your beautiful artistic light into the world. Thank you. Thank you on all levels. Thank you.